Oh, the Christmas season has another, what I consider a classic with Merry Little Batman. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of the Amazon Prime original movie, Merry Little Batman. This is directed by Mike Roth. So, Merry Little Batman is actually a kid-friendly, family-friendly version of the Batman lore. It actually sees Damian Wayne as the main character, as an 8-year-old, who's basically being raised by his father, who of course is Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne goes off to do a mission, and Damian Wayne, basically, who aspires to be his father, decides that he's going to go after his utility belt because he really wants to be Batman. Well, he's been instilled not to do that, but he does it anyways, which of course gets the ire of the Joker and the Rogues Gallery, and he basically is put to the test as a very young, very kind of little kid in the process, who's still being watched over by, of course, Albert Pennyworth, who's on the search for marshmallows to make his classic hot chocolate drink. And so in the process, this is a Batman story, but also focuses on Damian Wayne. So any Batman fan knows, of course, Damian Wayne, who eventually becomes Robin, is basically the son of Talia al Ghul and Bruce Wayne. He is an individual that becomes a superhero, stuff like that. But it's also kind of nice to see that the one of the writers of the regular show decided to aspire to make a family-friendly Batman movie set during the holidays, and the inspiration of Ronald Surley, who was a satirical artist. And I was actually kind of looking forward to this. I didn't think it was going to be very good, but the animation franchise that is the DC universe has always kind of delivered, for the most part, pretty good stuff. I think the Harley Quinn animated show is probably one of the best things that DC has ever done, and they've done some great animated stuff like the Flashpoint Paradox. So when you have one of the main writers of the regular show come on to do a family-friendly Batman thing, you kind of take note because that show is very, very popular. So with that said, it's releasing on Amazon Prime. I'm not real happy with how Warner Brothers has treated the franchise. I think this is something that will be a holiday classic. And the reason for that is, in my honest review of this movie, I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a film that you can watch every year and kind of put in your rotation of holiday movies. This movie is a very family friendly. It is a little dark because it is a Batman movie or a Batman story, but it's one of those things like Teen Titans, the Teen Titans Go show, where it uses characters that you don't necessarily follow unless you are very into the Batman lore or into the very deep DC lore, and does something fun with it. It's a very entertaining, very kind of lighthearted, but also very kind of friendly film that focuses on an 8-year-old. This is a very traditional story of an 8-year-old who wants to become their dad and aspires to. And of course, their dad is very protective. And I love kind of what they did with Batman in this movie. I like the idea that it's set after he's retired and he's not really Batman anymore. He takes care of his kid. I like the fact that, Bruce Wayne, instead of putting his kids out into mortal danger, he actually is a father, and that's kind of impressive. But it also has the humor of stuff like the regular show, or he's kind of really goofy, zany, satirical, very weird type of humor, and it does it with a lot of excitement and energy and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed this movie. I really did. I think it's a lot of fun. I think everybody who's voice acting does a really nice job. I think how the Joker's played as this very weird and kind of campy and over the top and silly character is nice, because he's a very dark individual, and he is dark in this movie, but not nearly as dark as what you expect. But then it also has the gall and audacity, and actually works really well, to make fun of the other Batman properties. Bane they're making fun of the Dark Knight series with Bane, and the character of course, Mr. Freeze is very much feels like an Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of spin off and joke and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed that. I really love he has an Hawaiian shirt, and I love the fact that Damian Wayne, he feels like a kid, but he feels like somebody that kids could relate to. And that's what these films should do, especially when they go in the family friendly territory, is they shouldn't hold back on the kids' aspirations to become like their father or become something more. It's to give them life lessons and give them like honest, earnest looks into what it takes to be that. There's a thing that Alfred Pennyworth says, where the suit is not what makes the person the superhero, it's the ambition and the learned and the ideas and like moving through learning. And that's what kids are supposed to be taught, is through learning and how to grow to become an adult, to become a superhero in a lot of respects for their own kids when they have kids. And I just really liked that. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was just a very good message. And on top of that, it's very wacky and it's very, SpongeBob or very regular show or very, adventure show or whatever you want to say. With like the aesthetics and how crazy the Batmobile looks and how it uses it. And I love the idea that it like homages to like Home Alone and A Christmas Story, and the fact that it's at Christmas just makes it that much better. And it's not a perfect movie. I do think it goes on a little too longer than it needs to be. It's like 90 minutes long, and the fact of how Batman becomes, once he goes off on his mission, I like the fact he has a beard. But I also kind of, they do kind of the joke about The Dark Knight Rises where Batman just kind of shows up near the end, and it just kind of is a weird thing. And I get why they do it, but I don't think they needed to do that. But that's also the problem with the length of the movie. I think it could have been like an hour and 15 minutes and been just fine. But for an hour and 30 minutes, I think it's a perfectly good, enjoyable family film. I think if you like Batman and you want to show your kids Batman and you want to give them some life lessons about, being a superhero, or not necessarily being a superhero, but being somebody that has to learn from their experiences and become a better person, I think this is a perfect movie. And like I said, it has great, great characterizations of the villains and stuff like that, and gives a lot of life lessons for Damian Wayne himself. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I really did. Is it perfect? No, no movie's perfect, but I think it's a movie that, if you put it on every Christmas, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's good jumping off point for the TV show that will eventually come for this series. So overall, definitely recommend. Definitely something that was surprising, wasn't expecting to enjoy, but once again shows that the animation realm for DC is doing a lot better than the live action realm. So overall, definitely recommend. So there you go. That is my take on Merry Little Batman, which it will premiere on Amazon Prime. Really hate that Warner Brothers has kind of screwed over these franchises, but whatever. So with that said, in the comments below, what is your favorite Batman story? What is your favorite Damian Wayne story? Let me know. But if you like what you see on this channel, awesome, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming in next. If you like this video, awesome, hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.